Leah lived in Chicago, a busy designer whose days were full of deliverables and notifications. On the surface, she had everything that modern life promised: stability, talent, a social feed that suggested meaning was only a few curated moments away. Yet she felt hollow, as if her life were a series of transactions rather than a story. Judaism offers a different frame. Meaning is not a private epiphany, but a communal project and a way of living that makes the ordinary sacred. At the heart of Jewish thought is a simple, stubborn claim: human beings are partners in an ongoing creation. That partnership is expressed through covenant, the idea that life is lived within binding relationships. The covenant, Brit, between God and the people of Israel is not an abstract contract. It is a narrative backbone that places obligations at the center of identity. Meaning emerges less from finding a singular purpose and more from inhabiting a web of obligations that tie you to others, to history, and to God. Mitzvot, often translated as commandments, are the primary instruments of this way of life. But a richer translation is connective acts. Each mitzvah links an individual to the community, to ethical principles, and to a lineage stretching back millennia. Rituals, laws, and ethical imperatives are not ends in themselves. They are vehicles that shape character and orient desire. In Jewish ethics, the self is formed through practice. What one does repeatedly becomes who one is. Another central theme is Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. This phrase has ancient and modern faces. In rabbinic and mystical sources, it points to a cosmic repair. In contemporary usage, it anchors social justice, charitable action, and political responsibility. The demand is not merely spiritualized consolation. It is an insistence that meaning includes active care for the world's injustices. Prophetic Judaism intensifies this claim. Holiness without justice is a performative emptiness. The prophets call for tzedek tirdof, pursue justice, tying personal practice to public transformation. Jewish thought also preserves a balance between this worldly engagement and transcendent hope. Concepts such as Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba, this world and the world to come, remind us that life has both temporal duties and eschatological horizons. The point is neither escapism nor nihilism. Rather, it is an ethics of responsibility that allows for hope without denying the hard facts of human limitation. The interior life matters alongside communal obligation. Kavanah, intentionality of heart, is the reminder that ritual without attention is hollow. Study, Torah learning, occupies a special place. It is not mere intellectualism but an ethical practice that refines perception, sharpens moral imagination, and binds the present to a living tradition. Torah study and mitzvot are complementary. Learning informs action, and action deepens understanding. Together they compose a life anchored in story and discipline. Jewish anthropology recognizes human ambivalence. The concepts of Yetzer Tov and Yetzer Ra, the inclinations toward good and ill, frame moral struggle as an ongoing responsibility, not a one-time triumph. Meaning is found in the daily work of choosing, repenting, and returning. That cyclical rhythm is embodied in the calendar. The Sabbath, festivals, fasts, and cycles of remembrance create a communal architecture for reflection, repair, gratitude, and mourning. Finally, Judaism situates meaning in continuity, memory, covenant, and the transmission of values across generations. Rituals and texts act as time bridges, making today part of a longer narrative. For Leah, this perspective offered a subtle but profound shift. Meaning was not a luxury to be discovered in isolation, but a practice embedded in obligation, connection, and the care of a world that demands mending. Judaism's answer to the question of meaning is therefore resolutely practical in its metaphysics. The world matters because it is entrusted to us, and our significance grows as we accept the obligations that tether us to others, to history, and to the sacred. Life's purpose is less a destination and more a craft, patient, communal, and resolute.